Hi everyone. I hope you can hear me there.
Yes, loud and clear.
All right, awesome. The chat room is open. I will appreciate all of you. Probably just put your name there. Where are you from? Introduce yourself. That will be really awesome. We just want to know from which country are you representing. That will be really awesome. Thank you so much for coming online. We're going to start in 10 minutes. All right. Please do make sure that you inform your team to come online. Today, I want to cover one of the most important topic, which is basically the Binance and also Huobi fees calculation. I think Binance is quite clear, but most people are confused about Huobi, right? And today I want to show you both, all right, so then you can make a comparison between Huobi and Binance. But don't worry, right? We actually use both, all right? So you can decide which one you want to use. All right, great to have you on board. I also want to share the difference between JD10X and JDWINNER. And then if you have a floating loss, what you need to do and so on. I think we're going to cover some of those important things today. So that will be really awesome. Good to have you, Edwin, from Kuala Lumpur, absolutely, from Malaysia. Gimba, good to have you from UAE. Almari, good to have you from Cape Town, South Africa. Good to have you, Abdul from UK. Keju from Sarawak, El Heri from Nigeria, good to have you. Miko from Philippines, residing in UAE, good to have you. Francis Oga, good to have you again. How long will the meeting be? I think I'm not so sure if you guys really read what is posted in the Telegram group. Okay, I think things are very clear there. We will spend at least about 2 to 3 hours in this meetup, okay, because you are only meeting me once a week. Probably this will be the last meeting, I guess, because we're going to wrap up the year. Or probably next week will be the last meeting. We're going to wrap up because we are already moving to December. Everybody is on the holiday mood, all right? Everybody is getting ready for Christmas and New Year. So we want to respect, okay, every one of you. So let's see how things goes, okay? It's either today or next week will be our last meetup. All right, we have done a total of 18, okay, 18 weeks AMA meetup. I hope that you were really blessed throughout the 18 weeks, okay? Okay, awesome. Who else we have here? All right, Lynn, good to have you from Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. I've just returned from Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. We have seen a great, huge team over there becoming part of JD10X and JDWINNER. That is really awesome, okay? Awesome to have the team. Micah, good to have you again from Nigeria. Balaji, good to have you from India. All right, awesome. Okay, we will just wait for a few more people to come on board, all right? And then we're going to immediately start. We got a few things to cover today. So that's going to give you a lot of opportunity to ask whatever question. So we always try to get people to come during this AMA session because you can see the people behind, okay, behind JDWINNER, JD10X. Andy is here. Andy, probably you want to say hello to the team. All right, we have Andy here. Yes. Did I make you the co-host? Yeah, you are the co-host.
Hi, everyone.
All right, we have Andy here. Andy is one of the admins, so you know the real people behind it. Please take note, none of our admin or myself will send any private messages to any one of you. And we never reply to any private messages if you do send to us because we only want to communicate in the group. That keeps the group safer, right? So if you receive a private messages, yes, God bless you. If you want to answer them, that is your own problem. We don't want to get involved with you. All right. If you lose your money, that is your own problem. If people ask you to send money, you should first think, okay, how can people ask you to send money, right? And second thing, people ask you for login details. Come on, no normal people will actually give their login credential to anyone, right? So you have to be very, very careful here because scammers are everywhere. Our group is a public group, so any idiots can be there, right? Please be very careful. These are scammers and imposters, and we keep reminding the people. And even our welcome message, the first phrase at the top of the welcome message is that never, okay, never. The first warning we always put there is that we never send you private messages. I think people just don't read because they get overexcited, and that's why they lose money. And then they blame Andy, they blame Aberis, they blame Chris. What are you blaming all my admins from? All right, my admins are doing very well. They do not need your money. All right, so please take note of that. And please remind to all your team members not to fall to any of those imposters and scammers. All right, please take note of that. All right, great, awesome. Who else?
Dr. John.
Yes.
And we have only one mentorship. There's no other mentorship yet.
Yeah, that's right.
So you see any promoting, giving lessons and all that, it's not from Dr. John, yeah?
Yeah. If I do any lessons, it's always be in the main group. I never send private messages. So if anyone is offering you a premium mentorship, God bless you. I hope you will become premium with them. All right. So I don't want to get involved with all this confusion that is taking place. All right. So you need to judge yourself. And I think we already have 50 over. Okay, 56 for the batch 2, which is currently already completed the first workshop. We are now going to have our last workshop this week. All right, so I'm not so sure whether next year I want to open up for any other mentorship program, but we will see based on the demand. I believe Andy will update me. But we got some exciting things lined up. Now, thank you, Andy. Truly appreciate that. I just want to quickly, okay, while we're waiting for the rest of the people to come on board, I want to quickly just guide you what is happening in the market. Can I do that? Can someone give me a chat there? Will that be okay for me to give you some update of what is happening in the market, right? Let me see the chat room. Are you guys, I hope you can hear me well there. If you hear me there and you want to just what to say, know about the market updates, do put it over there. Okay, that's great. Okay, now don't ask about the mentorship program. It is already closed. All right, we are no longer taking in any more enrollment. Enrollment is closed. We have already actually completed the first webinar. So there is no more okay, mentorship program. Sorry, if anyone else offering you mentorship program, please make sure you're very careful because we don't send private messages to anyone. All right. Okay, great. I think Abdul probably is just you. Okay, I think everyone else can hear me very well. Can we just confirm that every one of you can hear my voice very well, clear? Okay, great. I just want to make sure that, okay, because, okay, awesome, great. I've done this like 1,000 times, okay? I've never seen people saying that they cannot hear me, right? So please take note of that. Okay, let me just quickly guide you through the market. Early birds eat the worms, okay? Those who coming late, sorry, all right? Those who coming early, let me just give you quickly market update so that you know that, you know, I'm a trader. I know what I'm talking about. All right, now, this is basically the trading view, okay? So trading view, and I have, this is a 1 hour time frame over here. All right, let me just quickly get to a 4 hour time frame. All right, so we have a 4 hour time frame over here. Let me just quickly show you in a nutshell, okay, what is really happening here so that you can understand, all right, roughly where the market is actually moving. Now you can see, okay, over here, market actually hit somewhere at about 68, okay, close to about 69,000 somewhere on the 21st, on the 10th of November. All right, 10th of November, then we had market actually making correction. Now, please understand, all right, at this time, anytime market actually move upward, there is huge opportunity for liquidation, all right? So this is where you can see the liquidation actually start to take place because everyone is actually thinking Bitcoin is going to go to 100,000. Now you can see that a lot of the buyers, okay, a lot of the buyers were getting wrecked at this time because sellers actually coming in to liquidate. So they are taking in the profit, and then you saw that the market went up again somewhere at about 14th of November. We had market actually touching about 66 over 1,000. And then, all right, and then we have the market going down. Can you see that? All these markets actually are sellers market, okay? So you can see it is actually moving what we call a descending channel. All right, a descending channel all the way. So where we are, okay, let me just expand this a little bit for you to look at it. So we are currently here, market is about 56, 57. All right, market is around there. So what are we expecting if the market actually moving? Market is still moving within the descending channel, okay? I hope you can see my descending channel. There's a triangle over here. So market is still moving within the descending channel over here, all right? And then you can see that. So what we are expecting is that the market have a potential, okay? If the market further goes down, our next resistance here will be at about 55,000. And if the market further goes down, this is where I believe we will see the the rebounds, okay, the rebounds or a stronger rebound if the market, because you can see it is going to squeeze within this descending channel. So the more tight the squeeze is, okay, then we will be expecting for a huge rebound. I hope so, okay, that by this time we could actually end the year well. All right, we can end the year well. My target is always about 75,000 to about 85,000, okay, for us to end this another 1 month, okay, 1 month to go. So we expect the next resistance at about 51,500. Now, if this resistance fail, all right, if this resistance fail, then we're going to go down, okay, all the way to about 48,000, all right, all the way to about 48,000. So I just want you to take note, okay, these are just an hypothesis, all right, this is just an hypothesis. Hypothesis mean educated guesses. So I hope you just understand, okay, what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that it will happen, but I'm just giving you an hypothesis over here. Now, what will be the uptrend? Okay, if the market actually goes up, market have to retest 59,000 first. All right, this will be the next support, which is 59,000, and then market has to go up to 61,000 before we see a break. Before we see a break, okay, a breakout upward, okay, upward. So this is where I believe market can actually reach about 75 to 85,000. Now, what you need to do is this, okay, get ready when the market hits around 75 to 85,000. I would advise you to liquidate. All right, liquidate and take your profit. All right, because we want the market to actually correct. We expect the market to correct, because when the market is correct, remember, whenever Bitcoin price goes up, you will have more USDT. When Bitcoin price comes down, you should have more Bitcoin. All right, that's how it works. Okay, that's how the averaging concept is. So we wait for the market to come down, and then we're going to buy low. Okay, we're going to buy the dip. Okay, so please take note of this. So this is just to give you a very, very quick update or scenario, what is going on and what is the thing that is leading towards this downtrend. Now, there are a few things that is leading. One, we just had the FUD, okay, fear, uncertainty, and doubt created by the Indian government, regulatories especially, saying that they want to ban cryptocurrency. But let me tell you something, no government can actually ban Bitcoin because Bitcoin is completely decentralized. All right, but nevertheless, the decision is not been made yet by the Indian government. Probably they are going to regulate. Please take note that they are also looking into their own CBDC, central bank digital currency. So any government that is going to introduce their own digital currency, they are going to basically ban the existing cryptocurrency, whatever it is you may call. Okay, so please take note of that. So the second thing, the reason we just had the Black Friday, okay, please understand we are moving towards the holiday. There's going to be a lot of liquidation of the crypto market and so on. Okay, the other thing is that people are basically liquidating Bitcoin to actually move into DeFi, okay, decentralized finance, and also NFT market. So you can see a lot of liquidations are taking place, a lot of shifting basically of these funds are going to take place, right? So these are some of the major aspects of the changes that is taking place, and also the regulatory concern throughout the world, all right? And this is all the FUD that has been created that is actually causing this huge, okay, this huge sell down. So we are looking at about 20 to 30%, okay, price has actually corrected all the way from about 68, all right, close to 69,000. Price has actually corrected at about 20 to 30%, all right? So I hope that gives each of you some clarity about where the market is, all right? And this is what we are doing. We are actually teaching people how to be able to use the chart, okay, the chart to be able to actually understand where the market is going. And this is what people are learning in my mentorship program. All right, so I'm a trader. I've been trading for the past about 8 years. I actually also a leverage trader. I use a martingale strategy for my leverage trading for about 3.5 years before I even actually offer the same strategy with the Royal Quantitative Board. Okay, so these are just to give you some idea. I hope you are blessed there. All right, if you are blessed, probably you can put in the chat room, okay? Put in the chat room that you are blessed. I would really love to hear from you. You know, there are so many different things that are taking place. I think next year is going to be really awesome. All right, so I hope you were blessed with this insight, especially those of you who are early today. All right, great, awesome. Okay, Awesome. Great to see that. I know some of you were trying to raise your hand and so on. I think the question time is not started yet. I'm just actually giving you some market update, okay, so that you understand what is going on. And this is also the reason why the market is actually coming down, because when Bitcoin comes down, a lot of the altcoins also follow through, okay? They actually follow through, follow suit of Bitcoin, okay? At this moment, it is quite correlated, okay? It is quite correlated, and that is the reason why. But we don't really worry, because when market, crypto market, this is normal. 20 to 30% is very normal for crypto market, all right? It's very normal. That's why if you look into JDWINNER, floating loss is about, margin call is about 20 to 30%. It's very normal, okay? So anything goes below that, you have to wait for market to rebound. And definitely, okay, anything to do with crypto, when market goes down, market will then actually rebound. So that is very, very normal, okay, for the crypto market itself. Now, some of the things that you can do, right, as a user is that, you know, whenever market goes up all the way, you can actually go and put one shot and cancel your sync, and then allow the market to close all your trades. You understand what I'm trying to say? So when market is starting to go up, you can close all your trade, and then you wait for the market to dip, and then you start to sync once again. You see, as a user, you need to have the wisdom what to do. Okay, you shouldn't just follow the sync strategy provider, because remember, you can exit all your trade at any time. So some of you are not doing that, okay, or probably you don't have that information, right? So you can actually do that. You can decide your own to actually close all your trade. All that you need to do, put in one shot and then cancel your sync, and all your trade will close. So let's say, right, if Bitcoin is going up all the way to 70,000, why don't you do that? So close all the trade and then wait for the market to dip. So let's say market come down by 20 or 30%, then you go and sync once again. Come on. Can you do that? I think that is possible, right? This is just to give you some idea, all right? Just to give you some idea, okay? I hope you are blessed with this insight, okay? These are secrets, okay? These are secrets, okay? So come on, you can decide that. Why do you depend on the sync strategy, right? You don't have to, unless, okay, unless you have example like JD10X. JD10X is different because the dip is about 40%. Then it is fine, okay? You can leave it so that it will take, averaging will take place. But JDWINNER, the depth is only about 20 to 30%. So you can actually decide your own, probably you want to cancel sync and then you want to start to sync again. Come on. These are some of the insights, okay, that you can actually apply in your own sync strategy. Okay, so I hope you are blessed. The other thing that you can do is that don't put in 100% of your fund. Now, if for example, right, you have a certain fund, only put in probably 70% or 50% of your fund. All right. Now, when the market is going up, right? So let's say, for example, you want to do 10 coins. Why should you go 10 coins at once? You can actually go in 5 coins first. All right. Allow, when the market is going up all the way now, and then you already take the profit. And then when the market is deep, when the market is coming down all the way, you can now initiate another 5 coins. Can you see that? So these are some strategies that you can think what to do. So you don't really have to go in 100% with your fund. You see that? So these are some insight, okay? Because at the end of it, you decide how you want to have a proper wallet management. So if you have a proper wallet management, you don't really have to go in 100%. Come on, my friend. These are simple thoughts, okay? These are just simple insights, simple wisdom that you can actually apply immediately, all right? So you are in full control. Remember, although there is a sync strategy, you are in full control. So just imagine, right? If 5 coin is floating, you have another 5 coin that is already delivering profit for you. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing, right? So these are some of the insights, okay, that you can. So you need to manage your own wallet management. So many people, right, it's just because of greed. They want to make a profit very, very fast. They go in with all their money in. I think that shouldn't be the right way, all right? So probably you want to change your strategy coming 2022. All right, you can actually do that. All right, you can actually acquire some of this wisdom, some of these lessons that you are learning. And this is what we want to do. Okay, we want to give you actually freely whatever knowledge we have here. I want to give you freely so that you can learn as much you can. That's why we are doing this AMA session. All right. So I hope you are blessed. Okay. If you are blessed, let me hear some big shout. Okay, in the chat room. All right. That would be awesome. All right. That's good. Okay, great. Who else do we have here? All right. Awesome. We have about 85. I believe that many are still coming on board. I have another 2 minutes and then I will start the presentation. Okay. So that is awesome. Great to hear all those chats. Amen. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. That's what we want to hear. All right. So just keep those chat coming in. Okay. Because by reading all those chat, that really inspire me. All right. To give you more. All right. Because if people are not interested, why should I give you more? Right. So if people are really interested, aspire for more knowledge. This is where we are. We want to help you. Okay. So that is awesome. So please understand, okay, it's not, if you are part of JD Winner and JD 10X, okay, we are not just focusing on profit alone. We are also focusing on, on knowledge, okay, a distribution. So I think this is the only place you can actually hear this kind of things live, all right, because we want to educate our community so that everyone is aware, okay, of the market, because there are certain things you cannot control. The market you cannot control. You can have the best sin strategy, but that doesn't mean it will give you the best profit, okay? Because the market is something that you cannot control. So when the market cannot be controlled, the only thing that you can control is your own wallet management. You can only control your own fund. So if you are smart by having your wallet management strategy, you can win the game, all right? That's all. So remember how to win in this market, especially quantitative trading. Especially the sin strategy. Capital is king. All right, capital is king. All right, so you need to understand that, and how you actually allocate your wallet management is crucial. All right, so you have to understand how to do that. Probably 50-50. Some of you probably will go 70-30. It doesn't matter. But the question is this: when the market is floating, when the market is deep, do you have extra fund to be able to actually buy more coins? That's all. So if, for example, you want to go in with 20 coins, why should you go in 20 coins at once? You shouldn't. All right. You should probably make it a stagger. Let's say 5 coins, 5 coins, 5 coins, 5 coins, or probably 10 coins. You go in now and then you wait for the market to dip and then you go another 10 coins. Can you see that? So in that manner, while the 10 coin is still floating, you are still making money from another 10 coin. You see that? So those are strategies that you can actually work out, because the only thing that you can control is your fund. You cannot control the market. Please take note of that, okay? Because in the sin strategy, we are using sub-bin. When we are using sub-bin, please take note, you cannot do manual replenishment. You cannot do manual replenishment, all right? So please take note of this. I'm actually studying if I can change JD Winner, all right, to a warehouse mode instead of sub-bin mode. Okay, I'm still studying on that, because if you go on warehouse, you can still do manual replenishment to come out of the floating loss. But if you're on the sub-bin real-time settlement, you cannot. You have to wait for the market to rebound. Can you understand me? So that's why I'm studying. Probably next year, we might upgrade JD Winner all the way to warehouse mode instead of doing a sub-bin mode. I'm not so sure, okay? I'm studying about it. The only problem is that those who are with the lower capital, right, they may not be able to start with 155. That is the only constraint I have, because I desire to see those with a smaller capital actually able to also join in, you see. But it's going to be really difficult, okay? So let's see how it's going to go. All right. I don't understand the question. If the floating loss is 40%, then it is going to be 40%. So I don't really understand, unless the floating loss goes below 40%. All right, then you have to wait. If let's say it goes 50%, then you have 10%. All right, 10%, where is the waiting time? But at this moment, I think most of the people are still able to maneuver with JD 10X, because 40% is quite good. Even if the market goes down, we have seen market goes up to about 50%. All right, but on an average, it's around 30 to 40%. All right, so that's basically where we are looking at. Okay, so don't worry about it. I'm going to show to you the difference between JD Winner and JD 10X very shortly. so you will understand about how does this whole floating actually works. Okay, so don't worry about it. I hope you are blessed, guys. I hope you are really blessed with this information. Early birds, okay, eat the worms first. Okay, so I hope you are blessed. All right, so what I'm going to do, are you guys ready for the presentation? I'm going to go through the presentation. I'm going to go through the presentation first. After I finish the presentation, as usual, okay, this is my format. I go through the presentation, and once I completed the presentation, and then I'm going to open up for the AMA session so that you can ask me anything. All right. So if those questions are already covered in the presentation, then I believe that you don't have to ask those questions. Allow those who actually have other questions to ask. Okay, and please do take note. Okay, that this meeting is recorded, so we will be actually putting this recorded video in the Telegram group, so you can actually watch later on. Okay, all right, great, awesome. So if everyone is ready, let's proceed. Okay, great, awesome. Okay, team, truly appreciate and thank you so much, okay, for having you, for coming on board here today. I believe this is something that we look forward every single week, and I really look forward for this AMA session, because this is the only place I can share with you a lot of different things, because it's sometimes not easy to be able to type things in the Telegram group. But over here, right, I can just keep talking and talking and talking. It is your job to take as much that you want, okay? And if I'm going fast, don't worry about it. You have the recorded version. You can still play in the slow motion later on, okay? So don't worry about it, okay? So this is going to be our 18th AMA session. I'm not so sure, probably it can be the last day today, or probably next week will be our last meeting, all right, for the year, because we want to then allow you to actually have a great time with your family, getting ready because we are ending the year, all right? So that's going to be really, really exciting. Now, before I proceed with the presentation as usual, okay, let me just make sure that disclaimer is clear, okay, before we proceed. Now, the first thing is that please understand, JDWINNER or JD10X is not the owner of Royal Q. I have so many query. People think I am the owner of Royal Quantitative. I am not the owner of Royal Quantitative. Please take note of that. Although, yes, I have one of the best YouTube, whereby Wealthmakers Alliance, where you have everything about Royal Quantitative there, but that doesn't mean I'm the owner. Okay, so please take note of that. So never, okay, never consider me as an owner. Some people send me messages and they say I steal their money because they lost. Come on, don't do that. Okay, I am not the one stealing your money. It's just that market is floating. Nobody is actually at loss. All right, so please understand that. Number two, okay, JDWINNER, JD10X does not represent or employed by Royal Quantitative. We are not paid by Royal Quantitative. So the fees that you are paying, 20%, is to the Royal Quantitative, not to JDWINNER or JD10X. All right, JDWINNER, JD10X only charge a small fee, which is about 1%. That's all. All right, 20% goes to Royal Quantitative. All right. Now, JDWINNER, JD10X does not represent Binance or Huobi customer support. So if you have issues with Binance and Huobi, right, please get back to their customer support, because we can't be providing those support. We do not own even Binance or Huobi, okay? So please take note. Now, the other thing is that for both technical, financial, and corporate matter, kindly refer to RQ support, which is located in users board under Mind Royal Q feedback. For matters pertaining to exchanges, all right, Binance or Huobi, kindly refer to their support respectively. Okay, so please take note. And please ensure you read the sync strategy disclaimer before you sync, and make sure you sync at your own risk. Okay, because there is zero obligation here. Anyone can sync with JDWINNER, JD10X. Tomorrow, you can unsync. You can actually go and sync with any other circle. Please take note of that. All right, because none of us here are actually wanting, obligated to the same strategy. If you are not happy with the results and so on, right, you can actually anytime, okay, unsync and move to another circles and so on. So please take note of this, okay? Probably the only thing that is unique about JDWINNER, JD10X is that you get information where you don't get elsewhere. All right, the knowledge that we share the insight that we share, and also the response time in the Telegram group, I think is one of the most important thing that people really love to become, to be part and stay in this community, because we are creating an inclusive community and we want to create a family type of community so that every one of us are learning and every one of us are improving. All right. So I hope you are really, really blessed so far being part of JD Winner, not just about the profit. Okay. Blessed means it's beyond than profit. All right, so please take note of that. So now I want to quickly show you the difference between JD Winner and JD 10X. All right, so that you can basically understand the difference. So if you want to be part of JD Winner or JD 10X, this will be a very, very important slide for you to understand. Now, before I proceed, okay, please take note, okay, the reason why there is two different circle here, right, or two different strategies, because JD Winner is focusing on the low startup capital. So if you have $155 per coin, you can actually go for JD Winner. But please understand, with a lower startup capital, definitely you're floating, all right, or your margin call is also lower. So we can't be having a huge margin call if your startup capital is small. So please take note. So you have to balance between these. So if you want to go for a smaller startup, then you go for JD Winner, which is 155 per coin, but the margin call is only 13. Please take note of that. So that is about 20 to 30%. Sometimes I may change the percentage according to the market situation. So I want to make these things very clear, because some of you think that if you join JD Winner, you're going to make profit all the way. It doesn't work in that way. All right. So you have to balance between your capital and your expectation. Please take note of that. Now, if you want to have a much deeper floating margin call, okay, which is up to 30, about 40%, then you go for JD 10X. But JD 10X, the minimum is 5 coins with $1,850. So if you have, like, let's say $2,000, you can actually go for JD 10X instead of JD Winner. So please take note. So there are two different things here. So the higher your capital, definitely the more deeper, okay, the margin call. But the smaller the capital, definitely we can't be offering you with a huge margin call, or else you will be having a huge floating loss. Can you understand me? So I hope you understand, okay? This is a very, very important differentiation why you actually choose what you are choosing. So it's all depend on your capital. So if you are starting with 1 coin, please take note. No one guarantees you that you will make a profit, because your 1 coin probability is you are comparing, because I am only offering 30 coins for Huobi and 30 coins for Binance. So if you only choose 1 coin under Huobi, all right, so your probability is only 1/30. Now, can you understand me? So what guarantees that gives you that with 1 coin you can actually make 20% profit a month? There is no such thing. But the higher the number of coins, the higher the number of the probability of profitability. So please understand. So if you have 10 coins over 30, so your ratio is different. All right. So I hope you can get this clear picture, or else people always misunderstood. They think this is a fixed ROI program. Come on. This is not an investment. What you are getting involved is real trading. Let me repeat that once again. This is not an investment platform. I will repeat this again, okay, because I want every one of you to get it. This is not an investment platform. This is a real trading. You are in the real trading platform. So don't expect a fixed return every day. All right, please take note of that. So that's why we encourage you to take 30 days data. But even that is a difficult, because sometimes, example, this month, it has been a huge volatile month. All right, always end of the year, November and December, it is a huge volatile month. So it may not even give you the real result of the market. All right, so I hope this is clear. Now, so the first thing, all right, for JD Winner, make sure the professional edition is on. For JD 10X, it is also on, okay, both, okay. Before you sync strategy, make sure this is on. Number 2, all right, now, some of you may say, oh my goodness, I forgot to on this. Don't worry about it. Go and on it now, all right? Go and initiate it now. So when you initiate it now, what will happen? In the next cycle, okay, in the next cycle, you might have some of this professional edition coin. Now, please understand, just because you own the professional edition doesn't mean you will have the professional edition, because it's all depend on the number of coins. All right. So please take note of that. Number 2, SYN opening double is off. So if you are using JD Winner, SYN opening double is off. But if you are using JDX, scene opening double is on. Can you see the difference? Okay, so please take note. Okay, so what is the difference? Now, when you open the scene opening double, your first order, okay, your first order will actually double up. So if let's say your first order, okay, your first order is basic, your first entry or your first order amount is $10, your first entry will actually be $20. So please take note of that. So, but that doesn't happen in JD Winner. So now, when the market is really, okay, really bouncing and the market is really moving upward, definitely the higher the first order or the first entry will make a much greater profit. All right. So JD 10X is designed so that when the market is uptrending, you can be actually making more profit, and the market is downtrending, you can actually have a much greater, okay, much deeper margin calls in order to sustain what we call a declining of the market. All right. So this is the reason why we are doing. So we want to minimize the floating loss, but we want to actually maximize the profit turnaround time. That is why JD 10X was actually created. Number 3, sub-bid mode real time is on. Okay, so for both, okay, for both we are using sub-bid mode real time settlement. Now some people ask, okay, what is the difference between warehouse and sub-bid mode real time settlement? I will explain to you very, very shortly. A sub-bid mode real time settlement is very simple. Every time, okay, remember, 1 to 4 margin call is considered as the warehouse. All right, warehouse. This is where you have 1 to 4. Now anything falls under 4, which is 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is under what we call a sub-bid. Now a sub-bid means it's a block by itself. All right, a block by itself. It will settle the profit actually within that block. So as that block closes, it will settle the profit. All right. Now, if you're using a warehouse, that is so all the way, okay, it will close. Example, if you have sub-bid mode all the way to 13 margin call. So when the market declines to 13, it will then close 13, it will then close 12, it will then close 11. That's how it works. All right, all the way up to the 5th margin call. So when it reaches the 4th margin call, it will close everything at one shot. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1 will close at one shot. That is called a warehouse mode. All right. So the reason why we use a real-time settlement, because we want to settle all the profit in a real time. So that's the reason why we use a real-time settlement. Okay. So that's why we make sure that after you sync, make sure you check all the settings are correct. Margin call for JD Winner is 30, may vary based on the market situation. All right. And for the JD 10X, that is 30. So 30. All right. Anything that you see in yellow there that are marked in yellow are the different points, okay, between JD Winner and JD 10X. Then we have the margin call here is between 20 to 30%. And this may vary because I am basically studying the market. So I'm looking at the best percentage of the margin call. And then for the JD 10X, that is above 40%. Okay, normally I don't have anything below 40% because we have a greater capital here, so we can actually have a much better margin call when come to JD 10X. Please take note of that. So estimated profit, okay, for JD Winner, actually this probably is the old data. Okay, we might want to change this because I don't want to give you a flat information. We will change this, okay, probably in the next presentation. But initially we put about 15 to 30%. But this is based on probably 10 coins or more. So if you have less than 10 coins, you may not be able to experience that, because please understand, all right? Higher number of coin, higher probability of profitability. All right. So if you have one coin and you say, you promise me that you're going to give me 20%. No one promised you. Please read the disclaimer before you join the before you join the sync. That's why we put the word estimated, okay? Because there is no guarantee. Please take note of that. Now for the JD 10X, you can see we have clearly there, okay? Anything below 10 coins, we are looking at about 10 to 20%. Anything above 10 coin, we are looking at above 25%. All right. So this is based on the back testing that was conducted, which was done last month. Okay. So, but monthly situation can change according to the market. So please take note. That's why we put the word estimated. We never say that you will surely get it. Okay. So please take note of this information. Now, the sync strategy per coin is $155. All right. The slippage tolerance is factored in. What is slippage tolerance? Every time the bot actually buys, the bot will never buy at $10. So if you put your first order $10, the bot will buy at $10.60 or sometimes $11. Sometimes like Mana, you can see Mana, okay, the slippage is too high at about probably $13 and so on. All right. So what we have done is that we have studied the slippage tolerance and we have actually allocated 155. That's why you may be asking, right? If it is a 13 margin call, isn't that it's only $140? Okay, because 13, you have 130, then your first order is 10, so 140, right? But why is it an extra of $15? Because of the slippage tolerance. Okay, so please take note. Now, when come to JD10X, the per coin is 370. We have also actually included the slippage tolerance factor over here. Now, for optimal result, higher NOC are recommended. Okay, as I mentioned to you, the higher number of coins, higher probability of profitability. Okay, so please take note. But for JD10X, okay, your minimum coin must be 5 or more. All right, so you need at least about $1,850 minimum fund to actually trade on JD10X. Now, if you are doing 1 coin or 2 coin and you never follow this requirement, we are not responsible. All right, we are not responsible for you. Okay, please take note of that. So that is the reason why when we study, right, we have learned our lesson from JDWINNER. So that's why when I come out with a new circle, we now understand, all right, how things actually work, so that the more coins you have, the better your performance will be. All right. So that actually help you with your expectation. Okay. So please take note of that. Definitely higher number of coins is recommended. The more coin you have, the better it is. Now for Binance 30 coin, for both, okay, for both we offer 30 coins. So you might be asking, why is it that 30 coin? Isn't that Binance RQ offers 71 coins? Yes, 71 coins, but that doesn't mean I have to give you all the 71 coins. There is no point. Not all the coins are potentially will give you the profit. A lot of these coins, okay, the volatilities are different, and even the tokenomics, okay, the economics behind the coin is different. So we look at the most potential coin and we choose 30 coin out of that 71 coin. So just imagine, right? We filter those coins so that only the best performing coin. But please understand, there is no guarantee because anything can happen within 24 hours. All right, please take note of that. Now, for Huobi also, we actually offer 30 coins for both JDWINNER and JD10X. So these are the difference, okay? So please take note of this information and do accordingly. So if you start with JDWINNER, all right, you can go with JDWINNER, no problem. You can try it out. And once you have a bigger capital, which is above, which is probably around 2,000 and more, you can actually switch to JD10X. Okay. Some of you may be asking, okay, how can I do this? So if you have a Binance, for example, Binance is running JDWINNER, you can have Huobi, which is running on JD10X. Can you see that? You can do that. Okay. You can even basically have JDWINNER running while you have JD10X running. All right. So those processes are actually provided in the Telegram group. You can actually refer to those Telegram group. Now, very quickly, okay, so this is very important, all right, very, very important, and I hope that every one of you will pay attention to this slide because I want to explain to you about the floating, all right, this is important. So as I mentioned to you, okay, for JDWINNER, okay, for JDWINNER, we have basically 13th margin call, all right, we got the 4 warehouse and then the remaining will be the sub-bin, okay, these are the sub-bin real-time settlement. So for 13th margin call, we are looking at about 20 to 30%, okay, the percentage of the floating. All right. Now, if you look into right, what happens now is this. Okay, many of you might be experiencing the same situation when market actually goes down about 20%, right, 30%. You might actually noticing that your margin call might already actually go below 13 margin call. So when your margin call go below the 13, what happens now? Okay, you have there's a few recommendation here, okay, because some people were asking, so if I am actually at the real, okay, I am bleeding now and I am actually having the floating loss of about beyond than 30%. So what am I going to do? All right, don't worry about it, okay? These are the 3 recommendations. Number 1, you have to wait patiently for market to rebound. All right, now please understand, okay, when you go into the strategy, you know, right, you are going to go in for the lower startup. Why you going to go to the lower startup? And you know that for the lower startup, you only got 13 margin call. So you have to choose that. And you understand that after the 13 margin call, I have to wait. So I hope you understand, okay? Before you even sync strategy, you must understand what you are doing. So that is the first thing. You have to wait patiently. Number two, you can manually sell at loss at your own discretion if you are not willing to wait. So some people, they don't have the patience. All right. If you don't have the patience, then it's up to you. You can sell manually at loss, and then you can sync strategy with JD10X, or you can sync strategy again while the price is at the dip. All right, you can do that. Now, another brilliant idea is this. You can sync, okay? You can sync with JD10X with the excess fund if you have. Example, if you have 1,850, you can immediately cancel your JD winner and you can sync with JD10X. Can you just imagine that? So while you sync with JD10X, all right, while you actually sync with JD10X, you're already making the profit while you're waiting for those floating for the JD winner to actually make the profit. All right, so these are brilliant wisdom, okay, brilliant insight that you can actually adopt. So whichever that you want to do. So if you don't have the capital, sorry to say, you have to wait. But remember, you understand that you don't have the capital. You came in with a smaller capital because you know you are only going to go for 13th margin call. All right, so please take note of that. Now, if you look into JD10X, okay, JD10X go all the way down to 40%, which is about 30 margin call. So that's the reason why, okay, you can see, okay, I will open up for the question later on, okay, let me just proceed with the presentation, and I just want you to understand how this whole thing works. So now you can see, right, while JD winner are still experiencing probably, okay, floating. Remember, floating means unrealized loss. Okay, you have no real loss until you sell it manually. All right, no real loss. So it's only what we call an unrealized loss, not a real loss. All right. Now, if you look into JD10X, while JD winner, okay, you can see some of them already beyond 13 margin call, and now they are frustrated, right? But on JD10X, they are still sustaining. All right, because we have all the way to 40%. So some of them probably at margin call 22, at margin call 28, and so on, but they are still actually making profit. Because at every sub-bid mode, when that sub-bid mode close, it will then take the real-time profit. Please take note of that. So that is what is happening with the JD10X. So that's why people ask, right? Which one is better? Now, my question to you is that it depends on the floating. Can you see that? If you can minimize the floating loss, you can maximize the profit turnaround time. That's the whole idea of it. So now you see those people who are with JD winner, all right, they have to wait. But while they are waiting, actually JD10X, they are making profit. Can you see that? So now, will this happen all the time? Not necessarily. All right, sometimes you can see JD10X and JD winner are still at the 13th margin call. Okay, so it can vary because of the market situation. All right, so I just want to make sure you have a clear perspective of this. All right, so that you now understand how this whole thing actually works. Now, some people ask, right, why don't go beyond to minus maybe 60% or 70%? Now, please understand that is pro and con. Okay, the more margin call you have, the more retention of your fund. All right, so if just imagine, right, if your margin call goes below 20, below 25, all right, and the market is moving sideways, remember you have about few $100 retention there. So there is pro and con. Okay, so please take note of that. So there is no reason why you have to go deeper and deeper. It's just madness. Okay, because you're going to now you're going to now put in more capital, and more capital is going to be locked there. All right, so that's why you have to balance both of these. So now, please understand, okay, as I mentioned to you earlier, this is where we have the margin call 13, the trading fund is 155. This is the lowest startup capital, all right? So when you go in, you must understand the feature. For JD winner, it is the lowest startup capital where you can even do it with one coin. But there is no guarantee that you can make 20% or 30% a month. Please take note, okay? Sometimes, right, some people are really, really lucky, right? I would say they are really blessed because that one coin actually shoot up and they make few $100. Come on, this can happen. Okay, actually it happened, right? It happened very, very recently. Now for the JD10X, the margin call is 30, trading fund is 370 per coin. You must sync minimum 5 coin at 1,850, and this is the high startup capital. Okay, so just take note of this information because this is crucial. All right, this is crucial for anyone to understand before they select between JD winner and JD10X. So whichever you select, you agree All right, you agree with the disclaimer, you agree with the features, you agree how does all these things work. All right, so that's why we don't want people to come to us and then start to complain because now they are having floating. Now, please understand, okay, these are the recommended action that you can take when you have those floatings. Okay, so please take note. Now, just very quickly, okay, the difference how you actually scene strategy with JDWINNER and JD10X. There is not much different, but there are some important differentiation, okay, between these two. So for JDWINNER, same thing, all right? You tap the circle and then you search for JDWINNER circle, you apply to join, and then you tap on JDWINNER strategy, look at the percentage, right? You see the percentage, you tap on the percentage, and then you select either Binance or Huobi, and then you tap on the scene strategy button, and then you refer to coin selection matrix for the first order amount and the number of coins. And then you input the first order amount, you input the number of strategies, sync opening double is off. Okay, this is the main difference. And then you tap on the scene strategy button. Now for the JD10X, everything is the same, right? Everything is the same. But when you go to number 8, okay, remember the number of strategies or the number of coin will be minimum 5, all right? And then your sync opening double will be on, all right? These are the main difference when come to the process of how you actually sync, right? Now, so I hope that is clear, all right? That is clear. That is just quickly to give you some recap, the difference between JD10X and JDWINNER and also the scene aspects of it. Now, I want to move to a very, very important topic. And I think this is probably another most confused, okay, subject in the community of a Royal Quantitative, okay, because we don't really have a FAQ by the company actually explaining on the trading profit versus the trading fees. So what I'm going to do, that I'm going to take the liberty, all right, to take this liberty to show you the cost benefit analysis between Binance and Huobi. All right. Now, please understand. Okay, the whole idea is not to tell you that Binance fee is lower and Huobi fees is higher. No, no, no. The only idea here is to give you the differentiation. That's all. Because both exchanges are fine for me. All right, are fine for me because at the end of it, we are not talking about just one transaction. We are talking about multiple volume here. All right. So please understand that. But at the end of it, right, the net profit. Are you making profit? If you are with Binance or if you are with Huobi, are you really making profit? And what is your net profit after you minus everything? That's what we're going to look at. Okay, so are you ready there? Okay, if you are ready, let's just move on to this. I want you to pay close attention because this is a little bit technical, but I want you to understand how these things work. Now, first thing, okay, that you need to understand is that we have two portions here. All right, the two elements here, we have the bot. Now, for the bot, remember we have the fuel fee, which is 20%. This is a flat. All right, this is already decided by the company, so none of us can do anything. All right, this is 20% of your profit. And then we have the scene strategy fee, which is the 1%. So that simply means, okay, there are 21% that will be deducted off your profit. So every time the bot actually close in profit, from 21% will be deducted from your asset wallet. Can you understand me? So let's say if you make a profit of $1, from that $1, 21 cents, okay, will be actually deducted. All right. So this is happening where in the bot. Please take note of that. So can Royal Q actually deduct your fund in your spot wallet in Binance or Huobi? They can't. They are not authorized to do that. That's the reason why they requested you to actually allocate in advance minimum at least $20 into the asset wallet so that they can deduct from the asset wallet. Okay, so please take note of this information. Now, okay, beware that we not only have one cost here, which is deducted in the bot, we also have another cost which is in the exchange. All right, so we have Binance or Huobi. In Binance, you refer as a spot wallet. In Huobi, you refer as an exchange wallet. All right, so please take note. So what happens here? In Binance, we have the maker and the taker fee, which is about 1% each. So total is about 0.2%. And then for the Huobi, it's about 0.4%. Please understand that. So every time the bot buys and sell, okay, this is what we call one cycle. Every time the bot buy and sell, there is a maker fee and taker fee. Now, and please understand, this fee is not from your profit. This fee is from the deal amount. Let me repeat that once again. This is where people make a mistake. So they say, oh, in this case, the exchange is charging us too much and it's not really worth for us to get involved with this. It's just because you don't understand what you are talking about. All right. Please understand, in the board is based on your profit. So when you see your revenue is after deduction of the fuel fee and the strategy fee. But you have not deducted yet the exchange fee. Please understand that. So your exchange fee will be deducted in the exchange. So if you are using USDT, it will be deducted in USDT. If you are using Binance or Huobi coin, Huobi token, HT, it will be deducted in those native tokens. Please take note of that. So the exchange fees, okay, are based on the deal amount, not the profit. All right, I will explain to you this very shortly so you will understand. Now, these are the profit versus the fee distribution. Now, if you look into your board, okay, every time there is the board closes in profit, okay, you can go into the revenue details and you can actually look into this detail over here. For example, for T-Fuel, okay, the profit amount is $1, okay, and 26 and so on, right? This is the profit. Can you see the fuel fee? The fuel fee is basically how many percent? 20% of that. All right, 20% of that. So now, let me explain to you what happens here first. So when the board actually close in profit, 100% your profit actually goes back into your spot wallet. Please take note of that. So the board is not keeping any of your profit in the board. Please take note. Some people, right, they ask, can I withdraw this revenue that I've earned in the board? No, you don't withdraw because it is already instantly transferred into your Huobi account. So this amount, right, is already deducted with the 20% or 21%, okay, to be precise. It's already been deducted. So what you have now, what goes into your spot wallet is 100% of this profit. But please take note that the profit amount has not factored the exchange fees. All right. So you have the exchange fees, which you need to deduct in the exchange, not in the board. Can you understand me? So this is where you have the Binance and the Huobi. I will explain this a little bit more detail very, very shortly. Okay. I just want you to watch this. And I believe, okay, you are going to get a greater insight today so that you understand how is the distribution or how is all this cost actually been broken into. Now, when you talk about the fees, remember we have the fuel revenue. Okay, this is the revenue of the company. So the company charge you a fuel fee, which is their revenue. So 20% will be deducted for the fuel fee, right? Now, out of this 20%, 80% goes into royal quantitative operation. So all the operations are taken care from this 80%. And then the remaining 20% goes into profit distribution. So if you are a networker, okay, you are building your team, you are an affiliate, you're building your team. Remember, the team rewards is 20 to 60%, and then you got the peer reward, which is 5%. So this is where that 20% or the 100% of that 20% is broken into. All right, please take note. And don't forget, you still have another 1%. Okay, JDWINNER and JD10X. Okay, that is basically a 1% sync strategy fee. All right, so that's basically how this profit and fee distribution actually broken into. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now this is important. Now let's look into Binance cost benefit. All right, so I'm going to use an example here, big pair with USDT as a sample. Now the first thing, right, you can see here, this is what you see. Now, first thing, right, you must understand that when you go to Binance and check on the fees, always make sure you are taking a complete pair. So if you do big buy, make sure you also have big sell. All right, so we need both the buy and the sell because this is the complete cycle for one asset per transaction. Please take note of that. So if you look over here, right, this is where do you get this information? This information from your transaction record. So if you go to the board, you will be able to see the transaction record. So in this record, you will be able to see the deal amount. Can you see that? Deal amount. And then when the bot sells, the bot will tell you the profit and also the deal amount here. So this is an important information. Now let's go into the Binance exchange. All right. Now in the Binance exchange, if you go under the trade history report, you can see, okay, for example, we have big USDT buy and sell. So this is one cycle. Now you can see, all right, it buys at 2.823, all right. Fill amount is 17.7. Is that correct? 17.7. And then we have 17.6, which is sell 17.6. All right. And then you can see the fee. All right. This is the fee. So, and this fee, okay, is basically in USDT. Okay. So you have to convert. Okay. You can see a big, right? Buy, it will buy in the pair, in the big pair, but you need to convert that to USDT. Please take note of that. So I have done this calculation. Let me just share with you how this whole thing works. So I hope now you understand, okay, where does this transaction coming from? So if you really want to understand how to calculate, then you need to go and get this information. So this is basically just to show you an example, okay, where does this information actually coming from? Now let's look into the calculation. So now we're going to look at the Binance cost first, okay, the exchange fees for Binance. And remember, I am using USDT fee per transaction. So I am only giving you one transaction for one coin. That's all. And remember, how many transactions are we doing? All right. We are doing multiple, okay, multiple cycle, multiple transaction every single day. So this is just for one. So you can calculate later on for how many transactions that you are doing. Now, you can see here buy is 49.96. So the fee is 0.1. Okay, and then you got the sell, which is 50, and the fee. Now, some people say, why sell higher amount? All right, please understand, don't look at the deal amount, look at the number of quantity. All right, because your asset quantity will be more. All right, so please take note of this information. So now you can see the fee here. Okay, at 1%, this is the fee. At sell, 1% will be 0.05. Now, if you would add up these two fees, okay, the total exchange fees of deal amount, remember deal amount, okay, not the profit, the deal amount is 0.5. And then we need to go back to the fuel fee. So the fuel fee is how much? 20%. 20% of the profit, not the deal amount. Please take note of that, okay, of the profit. So what is the profit? 0.533. Now let me bring you back, okay, so you might be confused here. See that, this is the profit. So the profit in USDT is 0.533. All right. So if we look back here, 20% of 0.533, that will be 0.1. And then we have the sin strategy, which is 1% of 0.533. So that will be 0.0533. Now let's total up all the three. If you total up, this is your total cost. So your total cost is one exchange fees plus fuel fee plus the sin strategy, right? So that will be about 0.21, all right? So that is about 40%. So what is your net profit? Your net profit will be 0.32, which is about 60%. So now, if you are using USDT, okay, to deduct your fee in Binance, your net profit, every transaction will be about 60%. That's all. All right. So please understand it's a percentage. Okay. So it doesn't matter what is your profit. Even if your profit is 0.1 cent, okay, you're still going to make 60%. All right. So there is no, there is no, obligation there or prejudice there. Okay. Please take note of that. All right. So this is if you are using USDT. So now my advice to the team is this: don't use USDT. All right. Go for BNB. All right. Go for BNB as your fees. Now, can you see why sometimes you complain that your USDT is depleting? Because you didn't factor in the fees, the exchange fees. So you put in $155, but you didn't factor in the exchange fees. So that is the reason why your 155 will actually deplete, because the charging, there is a fee that's been charged by the exchange. So I hope you understand. Okay, that's why if you are going for 155, always add a few more percentage so that all what you can do, go for BNB. All right, so don't use USDT as your fee. You can use BNB. Now, let's look what is the saving if you use BNB as your fees. So this is a BNB fee. You're going to improve profit margin by 5%. Now, let me tell you something. 5% per transaction, that is a huge saving. All right, that's a huge saving. Now, let me show you how this works. So now, if you use Binance, remember it is no longer 0.1. All right, it is now 0.075. Can you see that? You save about 25% of the fees okay, for the maker and the taker. So now you can see instead of 0.1, the total fees now is 0.07. Now let me ask you one question. Where is the highest fee? Is the exchange. So you need to focus on reducing the exchange fees, that you can have a higher profitability. Am I right? Can you see that? Now, the fuel fee, okay, the fuel fee remains the same, right? Which is basically 0.1. The SIN strategy remains the same. Now, what is your total cost now? Your total cost now actually reduced by 5%. So your total cost now is about 35%. So what will be your profit now? Your profit increased by 5%. So now imagine every transaction, every coin per transaction, you are now earning 65% compared to using USDT, which is 60%. And also please understand, if you're using BNB, you have a huge advantage because remember, you have the dust, right? You can convert the dust to BNB as your fees. Isn't that awesome? All right, so you can convert the dust into BNB and you can use BNB as your fees, and that will not deduct your USDT. So your USDT is still intact for you to do the trading. All right, so I hope this is clear. Now I hope this is clear. Okay, I'm going to open up for question later. I know you guys are excited there. All right, these are insight that you need to understand. So now you know, okay, if you use USDT for Binance, it is 60% net profit. If you use BNB, it is 65% net profit per coin. Okay, we are talking about per coin per transaction. Sometimes in a day you can have hundreds of transactions, my friend. Just imagine, all right, the net profit that you are actually making. Now let's move on, okay, to the Huobi. Okay, let me show you Huobi. Now you might be asking, okay, where can you learn about taker fee and maker fee, how to reduce this? All right, you can actually get to my Wealthmakers Alliance YouTube channel. All right, there are two things there. I have how you can actually use Binance as your fee, and also how to convert the dust. Okay, I have not done any video for Huobi. All right, but the concept is the same. All right, the concept is the same. Please take note. Now let's move on to Huobi. All right, so I'm going to use Mana USDT as our example today. So same thing. Okay, even if you look at Huobi, go back to your bot first. In the bot, I have a buy. Okay, I need to have one cycle. Okay, remember, buy and sell one cycle if I want to do this study. All right, so now for the Mana, okay, you can see the deal amount is $10, right? And then we have the sell amount, which is 10.4. Can you see that? As I mentioned to you, right? The bot will never buy exactly $10. This is what we call slippage. The bot will buy a little bit more than the $10. All right, but recently Mana has been Mana in a Huobi is really good because Huobi have one of the lowest slippage compared to Binance. Binance slippage is much greater. All right, you need to understand this. Okay, so that's why some people say, oh, Huobi fees are too high. But let me tell you something. Okay, actually, if you look into the slippages actually much lower in Huobi compared to actually in Binance. Okay, please take note. Now let's go back to Huobi exchange. So in Huobi exchange, I have buy and sell. Okay, so please take note, buy and sell. So you can see, okay, these are the fees, okay, that has been charged for the buy and sell. Okay, let me go a little bit more detailed to show you the calculation. So over here we have exchange fee for Huobi, the total deal amount. Okay, as you saw earlier. What is the taker and the maker fee? Maker fee will be 0.2%. All right. So if you look into it, right, it is basically $0.04. All right, for this transaction, for this Mana, just one transaction. Now, what is the fuel fee? Fuel fee is 20% of 0.1334. Where does this come from? Over here, can you see? 0.1334. All right, it's a very small, okay, small profit, right? It doesn't matter. All right, because you're still going to make a clear cost and a clear net profit. Okay, now, so that is basically 20%, so 0.026. And then we have the JD 10x, okay, JD winner or JD 10x, okay. Then we have 1%, which is at 0.133. That will be 0.001334. So what will be the total cost? Okay, the total cost will be 52%. Can you see that? 0.069. And what will be the net profit? The net profit will be 48%. So now if you are using USDT, okay, for the Huobi, your net profit will be 48%. All right, that is it. So that is close to about, let's say 50-50, okay, 50%. All right, that's how much that you will be making if you are using Huobi. Now let's look into if you are using native Huobi token to pay the fees. Remember, in Binance you use BNB, right? So in Huobi you can use HT. So if you use HT, all right, there is a table there. Okay, now Huobi is a little bit different than Binance, because they have this table there where they show you based on the holding of your HT. All right, so if you have more than 10, can you see that? If you have more than 10, then your fees can actually reduce to 0.18%. Can you see that? So the more HT you have, the lower your fees will be. Can you see that? So that is important. Now, I would assume, okay, most people will go for the second one at first, all right, which is 0.18. So I'm going to use 0.18, all right, 0.18 as an example here to show you what will be the fees. So if you can actually convert the dust, more and more the dust into HT, you probably will have a lot more HT, especially those of you who are using a higher capital, okay, JD 10X. For JDWINNER, if you're using a smaller capital, you might not expect a huge dusk. Okay, the dusk value will be very, very small. So you need to wait probably 2 weeks or 1 month, okay, to actually acquire more dust before you can actually convert it. Please take note, okay? So I'm going to use 0.18%, okay? I'm assuming that those who are going to use HT as the fee, you're going to have more than 10. You need to maintain more than 10, okay? If you drop below 10, it will automatically go back to 0.2%. Please take note of that. So now if you use, okay, if you use a HT, okay, which is HT, which I call a native token of Huobi token, then you can improve your profit margin by 3%. Okay, compared to Binance is 5%, but here is 3% because I'm using above 10. So if I'm using, okay, if I'm using above 100 or above 500, definitely I can reduce my fee much lower. All right, so you have that flexibility. It's up to you, right? So now let's look into it. So if I go for 0.18%, okay, now I will be able to reduce my fee, all right, to 0.03. And then my fuel fee will remain the same. My SYN strategy fee will remain the same. So what happened to my total cost? My total cost now will be about 49%. All right. So what will be my net profit? My net profit actually improved by 3%. So from 48 now become 51%. So that is your net profit. So if you are using HT, okay, now I would recommend the team to look into using BNB or using HT as your fees. All right. Don't use USDT, because if you use USDT, then your USDT holding in your exchanges will be depleted. All right, that is the reason why sometimes some people, right, they're supposed to go for 13 margin call. At the 12, the bot actually stopped the margin call. Why? Because fund is not enough in the spot wallet. Why? Because the exchange fees are not factored in. Can you understand me? So this is the basically an idea, okay, how the cost is calculated. Now, so this is just to give you the cost benefit comparison between Huobi and Binance, okay, especially if you are using USDT. All right, so you can see over here, okay, if you are using a Binance USDT, your net profit is 60%. If you are using Huobi, your net profit is 48%. Remember, 48% is still a profit. It's actually a very good profit, all right, because we are talking about volumes. Please take note of that. Now, you need to also, okay, above comparison are based on per transaction or per cycle, per asset or per coin. Please take note. And other factor to consider are slippages variance. All right. Now, Huobi slippages are much smaller compared to Binance. Please take note of that. Example, I show you Mana, right? Mana, if you put $10, it will be about $10.60 or 50 cents. But in Binance, it will not be $10. It will be $13 or $14. Can you just imagine the slippage? Okay, it's a different slippage. And the higher the slippage, it will affect your trading fund. All right, please take note. Now, that is if you are using USDT. How about if you are using the native token? Okay, so if you are using a BNB token or HT token, okay, so you can see you can improve your you can improve your net profit to 65% on Binance and 51% for the Huobi. All right, and please take note of the below notes too. Okay, as I mentioned to you, the slippages are also different. Okay, so these are basically, I think, the full spectrum of the cost benefit analysis. I hope now, okay, this is much clearer, and I'm going to put up this video so that everyone will be able to understand, okay, between the Binance and also the Huobi. All right, so I hope this is clear for each and every one of you. Today, one of my major assignment is to actually present on this, because I want to make sure that every one of you is clear how this whole cost calculation actually works. Now, there are few important things that I want to highlight before I end this presentation, and then I'm going to open up for any kind of questions, any kind of discussion, compliments, and input from your side. Now, what are the factors affecting your USDT balance in your spot wallet? Okay, there are three main factors here. Okay, please take note. Number one is the maker and taker fee not factored by users. So, as I mentioned earlier, okay, if you are using USDT, please factor in the maker and the taker fee. That's why I recommend everyone to use either BNB or HT native token as a fee rather than USDT to prevent USDT balance depleted. All right, so please take note. So this is one way you can solve your problem. Now, if you can allocate the fees for the bot, why can't you allocate the fees for the exchange? Isn't that a reasonable question? If you can allocate the fees for the bot because it was forced to, right? Why can't you allocate the fees for the exchange? You can do so. So to do that, you can actually use BNB or use a Huobi token. Okay, please take note. Now, number two, okay, the second reason is that assets trade, okay, assets trade position are still actively floating. So when assets are floating, right, please understand, you cannot go and see the P&L in the exchange and say, oh, I'm losing money today because it is showing negative. You are not losing anything. It's just that assets are still floating. All right. So for an example, right, if you have one asset which is at about minus 10%, and then you have another asset which is plus 5%. Now, let me ask you something. On an average, are you plus or minus? It is definitely minus, right? Minus 5% because it is still floating. So that's the reason why sometimes you see it's minus there, because coins are floating and most of those coins are in negative. But please understand, as I mentioned earlier, right? When coins are floating or when market is declining, you should have more assets. All right, please take note of that. Okay, you should have more assets. That's why we need this martingale. This martingale is an averaging. The more it averages, the more assets you have. So now when the market rebound, you're going to make a much greater profit because you have a greater assets. Please take note of that. Now, the other thing that you need to understand is the dust, or what we call a spillovers, not slippage. Okay, this is a spillover. This is the dust. Okay, now when you talk about dust, please understand. Okay, the bot will not close the trade exactly at the amount that it closes. Okay, because these are exchange. Exchange have a certain standard amount that they will close. So sometimes it doesn't fit that amount, and you have the spillover or the dust which is left behind. So you suddenly saw that, hey, I thought that my ADA already closed. Why is my ADA still in the exchange? No, no, no. Those are just the dust. Can you understand me? Those are the dust. So there are two caution points here, okay, that I want to highlight to you when it comes to the dust. Number one, ensure to only convert dust or asset to BNB or HT, which is not trading in your bot existing, okay, currently. Make sure it is not actively trading. Now, if you convert asset which is actively trading, it may disrupt the bot, leading to abnormal operation. All right. So please take note. Do not touch any of the asset that is still trading in the bot. So if you want to convert, only convert those assets that are not trading. But sometimes please take note, if you have a smaller capital, you may have to wait for certain limit. Okay, they got a certain quantity limit for you to actually convert the dust. But if you are using a high capital, please check, okay, because a lot of your USD will be sitting in your dust. That's why you see why my balance, why my USD balance is getting lower. Probably it is now sitting in your dust. Okay, please take note. Number two, do not convert. Do not accidentally convert your BNB or HT. Okay, if you are using that as a fees. Okay, this is another problem that people always make, because they go and tick the box, right? All right. and that inclusive of even their BNB and Huobi token. Okay, so please be very careful. Okay, so these are the three main factors. If you're noticing that USD balance is reducing, all right. So I would encourage you probably once a week. Okay, if your capital is small, once a week check on your DAS, because those DAS you can convert to BNB or HT to use as a fee. Now, if you are having a big capital, okay, if you're using 10,000 or 20,000, check every day, 24 hours, because you might have a lot of USDT sitting there. So there is two ways to check. Okay, one, if the DAS is more than $10, it will show in your bot. All right, you can go under the quantitative and you will see at the top right. Okay, top right, there will be convert. Okay, convert to USDT. So you can go there and convert. Okay, but please make sure you don't convert BNB or HT. All right, but if your DAS is actually below than 10, it will show in your exchanges below than $10. Okay, so please take note of this information. So so that's basically, okay, that's basically to give you the full spectrum, okay, of the difference between JDWINNER and JD10X, and also this most neglected topic, which is the comparison of the costing. Okay, when it comes to the fee and the profit, especially the exchange part of it, which most people actually neglected. Okay, and this is affecting a lot of our users. Okay, so I hope you are blessed, okay, with this insight, with this information. And I really would like to see those chats coming in. If you are really blessed with this insight and information, really would like to hear from the team. And also I'm going to shortly open up, okay, for any kind of queries. If you want to clarify a few things, okay, please do so. Okay, please do so. And I would like to say thank you so much for listening to this presentation. God bless each and every one of you. All right, great. Awesome. First of all, let me just take each one. Okay, those of you who have raised your hand, I will take that question first. Okay, Ravinder, are you there? Ravinder, are you there? Ravinder, are you there? Okay, all right. We will come back to him shortly since he's not there. Okay, Coded Java. Coded Java, are you there? Sorry, you might not have your name there.
Yeah, thank you for today's...
may I know your name and also where are you from?
Yeah, my name is Femi and I'm from Nigeria.
Awesome, great.
Okay, please, my first question is, what's it called? Using you told us not to use USDT and should convert to BNB or HT, but USDT is a stable coin, and it doesn't depreciate. There is no dip, there is no volatility or anything. But BNB and HT as it's not a stable coin. It goes up, comes down, there is dip and all of that. So now my question is, if we put finance like our cash in BNB, when BNB goes down, is it not going to affect the value of the asset that we have there for trading? Like imagine putting $10,000 in an account. If BNB goes down, then it probably will deplete to like $9,000. So is this going to affect the trading on Royal Q? Because when you already set your mind that you want to use $10,000 for trading, for taking a particular number of coins.
Just make it simple. Okay, actually when you allocate BNB or Huobi token, it will not touch your USDT, because your trading fund is only in your USDT. All right, that's all. So the bot is only using USDT. The bot is not using your BNB to trade. So this is two separate things. So but on the other hand, right, let me just ask you, if your BNB price goes up, can you actually convert that BNB to USDT? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
So on both sides, there is a pro and con here, but basically I just want you to understand that the reason why you separate your fee when you use BNB or you use a Huobi token is that you don't want to touch that USDT, because if you're using USDT, then your USDT is going to get depleted, and that is going to affect your trading.
Okay. And secondly, you made mention of what's it called? Crypto world being regularized. So I want to know, like, what is likely to, you said something about the outcome, what is likely to come out of, like, the result of crypto world being was it what regulated? Yeah. So what is likely to happen if crypto world is regulated?
Sorry, what is that, crypto?
Yeah, you talked about, you said that BTC is about, like, the government is working towards regulating BTC. So you said something about what is likely to happen. So I want to know what is likely to happen if BTC is regulated.
First of all, I think no one can regulate BTC because BTC is decentralized. So what the government will do is that they may try to ban BTC from exchanges to offer BTC or whatever. So, but this is very difficult because a lot of the people, or there are huge community that are not using exchanges to actually trade or to transact BTC. So BTC is out of the question. I don't think so government can do anything with BTC because it is completely decentralized. So the only thing that the government can do is that to regulate the exchanges, okay, which means that they have to give licenses to those exchanges, and there might be a tighter regulation where all those users, they have to do KYC, and then they're going to report the users to the central bank in those countries and so on. So that is what they can do. Example, in Malaysia, we have 3 exchanges, which is actually regulated by the government. And to tell you honestly, none of us using those exchanges because we don't want to be tracked. We want something that is decentralized. We don't want to go back to a centralized system where the government is continuously tracking and controlling us. Am I right? So that is important. Yeah. So I think these stories of regulation has been going on for the past 12 years. India, especially as I was mentioning earlier, I was referring to India. India is fickle-minded. India government is fickle-minded. They are confused with what they are actually doing. All right. So let's give them some time because at the end of it, there is huge FUD there, fear, uncertainty, and doubts that are created. But please understand, even India, a government is going to create their own CBDC. So that is a central bank digital currency. So any government that is going to initiate a central bank digital currency, they will have to regulate the current cryptocurrency market, or else they will not be able to actually push forward their agenda. So you are seeing the same thing in China. China has created a huge FUD because China is pushing for digital yuan. That's why they push everything else, even the exchanges outside of China. So this can happen, okay? This can happen. But let me tell you something. There are huge transactions going on in China underground. So no one can stop what is really happening in the crypto market. All right. So I think we can have that assurance. Okay. I don't really actually worry much about regulation and so on. I think it's good to have a regulation, but at the end of it, they can't do much to actually ban or stop the trend of this cryptocurrency that is already there for the past 13 years.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. You're most welcome. Okay. You're most welcome. All right, I've been in the industry since 2014. All right, I understand the full spectrum of this industry. I myself formerly is a risk and compliance senior president, okay, in one of the wholesale currency, and I work very, very closely with the central bank. So I understand this whole financial market and how it works. All right, so I just want you to understand these are a lot of the FUD going around because of the central bank digital currency. Every country is coming up with their own digital currency. So, and they have to protect their digital currency, right? And see what happened to Binance. Binance is too big. Binance is too big. They are threatened with Binance and they want to get Binance away because the banks, the conventional banks want to offer crypto related services and products. They can't do that because Binance is already actually spearheading the whole thing. All right. So that is one of the reasons why they are going after Binance, and Binance have no choice now. They have to actually hire a lot of this risk and legal and so on to actually take care of these aspects of the regulatory and so on. So that is basically what is happening because Binance is the first decentralized exchange in the world. Please take note. They don't have an office. All right. But now they have to now set up an office in every country. If they want to offer. Now, this is really centralized, okay? So I hope you understand that. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Eva, are you there? Eva, are you there? Yeah, you can type in the question even in the chat room. Some of you what to say might you might have some network issues and so on. Okay, I'm not getting response from Eva. Let's move on. Tolulop Johnson, are you there?
Oh yes, yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good morning, good afternoon. I'm calling from Lagos, Nigeria.
All right, awesome.
Yes. First and foremost, I want to say a very big thank you to JD. It's been phenomenal, right, from me joining the past 3 months, and I've never regretted ever thinking to JDWINNER. And now JD 10X is just exceptional. In fact, it's been mind blowing for me and my team. So
awesome.
thank you so much for that.
Most welcome.
Yeah. So quick one. I just want to ask a question with regards to the BNB and the HT, because it's something I'm really not clear about. So I literally understand that when we're trading, our assets sit in a USDT, and each coins that are being traded are being picked from the USDT. Now, are we saying that we move assets from USDT to our BNB, and the Royal Q bots trade the assets on our BNB based on all the coins?
Sorry, it doesn't work in that way. Okay, your tradings are still in USDT pair, so everything is traded in USDT pair. But when the buy and sell take place, the exchange will deduct the fee from the BNB, so it doesn't touch your USDT. Are you there? Hi, Johnson, are you there? Did we lose him? Okay, please come back again once you get connected. Looks like we lost him. Okay, great. Ayo Onoba, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. Awesome.
I'm here. Good afternoon, Doctor.
Hi. Where are you?
I appreciate all that you're doing. I'm from Nigeria. I'm Ayo Onoba from Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. I just wanted a clarification on the fuel fee. Is it charged from our profits per trade or from the assets?
From your profit.
Okay, what about why does the assets get depleted?
Your asset is where the fees are deducted.
Okay, it's not from the profit.
In the board, you have an asset wallet. That asset wallet is where you keep your fuel fee. So that is where your fuel fee will be deducted.
Not from the profits.
The fuel fee is deducted based on your profit. Your profit goes to your spot wallet in your Binance or Huobi. Your profit doesn't stay in the bot.
So it doesn't get the fuel fee is not removed from the profit. The entire profit goes to your Binance.
Yes. Your entire profit goes to Binance, but the bot will deduct the fuel fee from your asset wallet based on your profit, and the exchange will deduct the buy and sell from your USDT in your spot wallet.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay. So
this is a
very important information. Okay. Everyone must understand this.
Okay.
Thanks. Great. Let me see, Ravinder, if you are still there. Ravinder, are you there?
Hello, I am there.
All right. Great, Ravinder.
Doctor.
Yes.
First, I want to let you know that I was dealing with JDWINNER. Then I put all my coins on one shot.
Yep.
And as of today, I have 13 coins on one shot, and total fund held up there is about $2,500.
All right.
Now, then I had something about $5,500 with me when I started JDX. Now, as of today, I am dealing with 13 coins in JDX, and my amount held up there is something about $4,481. And I still have about $2,500 in my wallet.
Okay.
My profit for the last month varied from $7 up to $106. For 3 or 4 days, I got more than 100. For 5-6 days, I got something about 50, 45, 49. Then 7, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10, 15. Now, since I am dealing with 13 coins and my held up capital is about $4,500, and I still have $2,500 with me. Can I start manually 1 or 2 coins?
Oh yes, the bot is designed for hybrid, so you can do a sync strategy while you are actually doing manual trading. But if you are doing manual trading, just make sure that you don't touch the fund allocated for the sync strategy. That's all.
Okay, and one question more. My 13 coins, which are on one shot, when they are recovering, that amount is also, profit is also added to the profit?
Yes, absolutely. Everything will go back into your spot wallet. But let me ask you something. Do you want to earn all these 13 coins?
No, those 13 coins are still waiting to be.
Are you planning to
closed.
shift? Are you planning to shift to JD10X?
But then I have a lot of loss there.
No,
something.
It's not lost yet until you sell it manually, but you are having an unrealized loss at the moment.
Yes,
so, but my question is that, are you planning to shift to JD10X? Are you planning? Are you planning to close the JD winner completely, or what? What is your plan?
No, I'm waiting for this 13 coins to close in profit. So,
yeah. So you, if that is the case, then what you did is fine. So you have to wait. But the thing is that because you put in one shot, that doesn't mean that once it closed, it will not open another trade.
Because my MC also stopped.
All right. So what you can do, I think, while you are waiting for the 13 coin, if you have, example, you have $2,000, you can actually cancel the sync strategy with JDWINNER, and you can actually immediately sync strategy with JD10X for the $2,000 and start to make money from JD10X.
No, actually you didn't get me. I have 13 coins of JDWINNER, which I canceled this strategy and I put these coins on one shot. Then at that time, I had something about $5,500 with me. So I joined JD10X with 16 coins.
Oh,
so
okay, all right.
As of today, I have 15 coins running on JDX. And then my overall profit is, I told you, between 7 to 106 last month. So I'd like today, as of today, I am making $11 as profit.
Okay.
Now my question is, still I have about $2,500 in my, you call it quantitative thing. Can I start with 1 or 2 more coins under manual?
Yes. You can do that. No problem. It is absolutely fine, because please understand the maximum coin for the sync strategy is only 30. All right. So if you want to do manual, you can do that. Okay. Just make sure that those manual allocation fund does not disrupt your sync strategy. That's all.
Okay. One question here.
Yeah.
Let's say if I have 30 coins running on JDX and I have sufficient funds, still I can run 10 coins manually?
Oh, absolutely. You can do that, because for Binance, you can go up to 71 coin maximum.
Okay.
Right. So that answers your question. So whatever coin that you select manually, the bot will bypass that coin. So when the bot wants to change to another coin, the bot will not select the 10 coins that you have already selected.
Okay. One question more. Those 15 coins which are running on JDX, are you sometimes changing these coins also?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
So you mean that when one of the coin under JDX will close, then you will change to other coin?
It will change, because it will be picked up randomly by the bot. So I may not know what coin you are running, because I am running 30 coin at any one time. I think JDWINNER and JD10X is the only cycle that consistently reshuffling the coins.
Okay, one question more. One of my teammates, he started with 7 coins.
Yeah.
But now he is running 8 coins in JDX.
All right. I'm not so sure. Probably he's doing more than 7 coin. You have to check. But whatever it is, right? Just make sure you follow the trading fund requirement. If the trading fund is for 7 coin, then you can go for 7 coin, because you might not have problem when market is going up. You will have problem when market is declining.
Right.
All
One
right.
last question.
Yes.
When I start my, let's say, 2 coins manually, can I use the same strategy of JD10X?
No, okay. If you are doing manually, don't follow JDWINNER or JD10X setting, because those settings are for the sub-bin mode. So you will be making a real huge mistake. All right. So don't follow. So if you are doing manually, make sure you follow your own strategy. Okay. I can't be discussing over here because I provide the mentorship program on manual trading. But I can't be discussing over here. So it's up to you how you want to do your manual trading. But please do not follow scene strategy, because scene strategy is not designed for manual trading.
Okay. Then one question, under JDX, we have maximum 30 calls.
Yes.
One of my coin, like Algo, that is trading at 28, 29 level. Sometimes it goes to 30 also. Can we change it to 35 also?
Are you talking about manual?
No, the same. The algo is under JD10X.
No. At this moment, basically it's only 30 margin call.
Okay.
I'm not doing 35, because every single additional of the call you have to add more capital.
Okay, right. So
Right.
And I cannot change it at my own from here, right?
Pardon?
I cannot make it to 35.
You can't. Even if I change, it won't change at your side until the whole cycle completes.
Okay, right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Doc.
You are most welcome. God bless you. Okay, every question is important because every one of you can learn from each other. Miko, are you there?
Yes. Good afternoon, doctor.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. From the start, in the beginning, I start a 10 coins as a start for JDWINNER. Then I decided for the next week, I started 10 coins in JDWINNER. Then I decided to add, since I see the JD10X is more, I think it's more deep. So I started JD10X, and currently I have 14 in JD10X, but in JDWINNER I unsync it and I put in one shot. So right now it's JD10X is running. Now my question is, but since I have mining, mining. So in my mining income, I put every week I have some kind of income from my mining, and from my profit of JD10X, I put in together less the expenses. So I add every 7 days or 6 days or sometimes 5 days, I add one coin for JD10X. So every 5 to 7 days, I add whatever the market is. I'm always adding. Now our limit, your coin limit is only 30, correct? Yeah. So since it is 30 and my first buy is 10, while it is doubled times, it will become 20. So my question is, what if I'm going to, I need to, because I will not stop adding coin. I will not stop. What if I'm going to change into 20? Now it will change my number of coins. So it based on your matrix. Based on your matrix, since I will what I mean is, it will come only 30 coins, for example. At that point, then I need to change the value of the first buy, FOA. Now, if I'm going to change it, then I need to change the number of coins for that particular matter. So what action that I'm going to take?
Yeah, if you can do two things. If you want to go for higher FOA, then make sure you add your capital, which is your trading fund. If you don't have excess trading fund, then you have to reduce the number of coins. So that's basically a two-way how you do it. But the thing is that when you change your FOA, it doesn't mean that it will immediately change. It has to wait for the cycle to complete. So once the whole cycle complete and a new coin actually open up, then only the new FOA will take effective.
So, okay. So let's say if I have already 30 coins at an FOA of 10, then when I unsync it and resync it again with 20, and let's say back again for number of coins, let's say 15, at the point of time, then I will wait for the other 30 until it will be closed.
That's right. You have to wait, because once you wait, then only it will close. And then once the cycle closes, the bot will know that now it's 15, not 30. So the bot will keep closing up to 15. And then once you are at the 15, you have to wait for the 15 to close. Then the new coins that open up will now open up using your new FOA.
So it will maximize, still it will maximize my USDT wallet. So I want to maximize my USD wallet for this kind of
No. I think from your story, you are doing actually a wonderful, brilliant job there. So I think that should be a best example to anyone who is listening to you. So you are having JDWINNER, and then you have JD10X. So you are making profit, and then you are keep adding in as you have that extra income coming in from whatever source. I think that's a brilliant way. And this is what we call compounding. So you keep compounding and increasing your number of coins. And then once your coin maximized, now you start to go on higher FOAs. That should be the best way. Okay, the best way forward. Okay, congratulations on what you are doing, Miko.
Thank you.
Most welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, great, awesome. Let's go for Dr. Johnson. Are you there? Dr. Johnson, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
I hope
Thank you so much for
benefiting from this discussion and also from the presentation. Okay.
Yes.
We really love to hear that in the chat room. I know there are some questions there in the chat room. Okay, let me, Dr. Johnson, just wait a while. Let me just see if I can answer some of those questions. Could you please explain the pros and cons that can happen if I turn sync double on for JDWINNER? Very simple. Okay, requirement you shouldn't on, but if you on it, then make sure you add on your trading capital. Okay, because that will actually eat up. So that simply means bot may stop at margin call 11 if you don't add your trading capital. All right, so you might have to add your trading capital. Please understand, when you on the sync double open, your first buy will be double. So if your first order amount is $10, your first buy will actually be double, which is $20. All right, so you might need to add another $10 there. Okay, so please take note. So the HT or BNB for fees has to be on the asset on the bot. No. Your BNB and your HT is always in your exchange wallet. All right, it should sit in your spot wallet in Binance or exchange wallet in your Huobi token. Because remember, these fees are for the exchange fees, not for the bot. The bot fees is coming from your asset wallet. Okay, the fuel fee and your strategy fee will be deducted from the asset wallet in your bot. All right, for the exchange fees, it will be deducted in the exchange. Okay, so please take note of that. It's a two separate thing. Now, right, the mistake everybody makes is that they only focus on the asset, but they didn't focus on the exchange. That's why their USDT is depleted, and then they complain and say that I actually lost my USDT. You never lost. It's just that your fees are deducted. That's all. All right, because you didn't factor in the fees. So now, if you use BNB or HT, that will be awesome because your USDT will not be depleted. Okay, so please take note. I hope I answered that question. Okay, Dr. Johnson, please proceed.
All right. Thank you, sir. Please, I want to ask, how do we separate the trading fee, BNB, from the USDT, which is in the spot wallet?
Oh, very simple. You just have to activate your BNB as your fee. So what you need to do, go to go to Wealthmakers Alliance. Andy, if you are there, put my YouTube channel a link so that they can get into my link, or put the link of that 2 videos so that they can go and watch. So you need to watch the video. There is detail there, the step-by-step how to activate your BNB as a fee for Binance, and also how to convert the dust into BNB. All right.
It's already up. Yeah.
All right, great. Okay, thank you, Dr. Johnson. Please watch the video.
All right.
Okay, great. Let's have one more final. Boss WNN, are you there? Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'm there. Good afternoon, Dr. JD.
Yep.
Thank you very much. We appreciate this resource. We appreciate the insight, the education we've gotten from you. In fact, for me, it's a big eye opening for me. I'm so happy to. I want to thank my upline for reminding me of this for this very session. I will tell you that I've learned a whole lot. I've learned a whole lot for this session. But then I just have one question. The question is that, like I said, my name is Bozvela. I'm from Lagos, Nigeria. From Nigeria here, we have very many traders and very many investors. And I'm sure too, because I have a platform where we have very many people that are using Binance as a platform for trading. Now, what happens in the situation whereby the government now probably threatening to shut down Binance, not mind that it's a decentralized application, but what if it's shut down? Because here too, we have some of our applications shut down in Nigeria. So what happens to many of us who are trading with Binance if it is shut down? How can we go around it?
Yeah, that's the reason why for the Royal Quantitative, you actually have Huobi to use that. Now, the other way is that definitely you can use VPN. All right, you can use VPN to actually, please understand, okay? You see, most of the exchanges will not shut down the exchanges. They will only shut down the P2P services. But the spot trading, normally they don't shut down because the spot trading has nothing to do with fiat transaction. All right, spot trading is only for crypto transactions. So you might not have problem with the spot trading. Spot trading will still go on. And on top of that, right, you are not doing manual. Please take note, these are done through the API. So these are not considered as manual trading. These are all considered as robot trading. So normally, I don't think so this issue will happen. So, but in the case if this happen, then you have to shift to Huobi. And also, or you can use VPN actually to log in from any other country. That will not reflect that you are from. But the thing is that if you use VPN, you have to re-register all over again and do your verification all over again from that country that you want to actually. So you might need to use some other people's detail to do that, because Binance will know if you are from South Africa, you are using your current and you are using VPN, they will know that it is you from your IP. So you have to use VPN, but you have to register from the country that you're going to use that VPN, and that will be safer. So probably you need to get somebody to do that for you, but you are actually using that Binance account, something like that, okay? So just to give you some idea how to go about it, because yeah, we have consulted many people, and that's how you go about it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Hopefully
thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Most welcome. Let me just take one question here by Eva. The amount that shows in revenue has already the 20% deducted. Yes, absolutely. All right. What you see in the revenue in the board is already deducted the 21%. Okay, to be precise. Okay, because you have the fuel fee 20% and 1% strategy fee. All right. So please take note. So, but that is not your net profit. Please take note. Okay. So what you see in your revenue is not your net profit yet, because you still have to deduct your exchange fees. Okay, so please take note. Okay, all right. So I hope that is clear. All right, I think that's all the questions we have here today, and I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. I am doing presentation as though every time I do the presentation, I am doing as though that is the last day that we are presenting, all right? So just making sure that every one of you are blessed today. I think we will have probably the last presentation next week, all right, to end the year, all right? So that will be our 19th AMA meetup. You know, I think we will take, I think I will take 2 more. I just want to take from the people who have not asked question. If you have asked question, I would advise you probably you can just type in the chat so that I can answer your question. Let me take eBay. eBay, are you there?
Yes, JD, nice presentation. We enjoyed your presentation. Sorry, my network threw me out, so I just joined again.
Hi. No problem. Good to have you.
Yeah, thank you very much. So the question I want to ask is with respect to JDWINNER strategy. I'm asking this on behalf of my friends who have joined JDWINNER strategy, and most of their coin are on the 13th call right now. Their margin call has gone to the 13th call. So my question is, if you have enough capital, I know you are the piloter of that strategy. So usually you want us not to touch the settings. So if you have extra capital and you want to let that strategy to continue, can you increase the margin call to like 20 and add the funds so that you can keep buying the dip and reduce the average price so you can sell over?
eBay, I think no one can control that, because once they do that, they are automatically no longer under the SIN strategy, because that will consider as their own manual manipulation of that strategy. All right. So I think you know the answer.
So will that move it away from sync strategy?
Yeah, because if you ask me, right, if they have extra, what they can do is that just leave that JDWINNER and then work on the JD10X. So probably they can immediately use that excess fund and start with JD10X and start to make money from there while waiting for that JDWINNER to actually close in profit.
All right, that's fine. Thank you.
All right, so it's just another way to work on that. All right, that's good. Thanks, eBay. All right, let me just see a few more questions here. All right. I think I've been keep explaining this. As I mentioned, right? The revenue, the profit that you see in the board is only deducted the fuel fee and the strategy fee. The maker and the taker fee is not deducted yet. So you have to deduct it, because that deduction doesn't take place in the board. That deduction takes place in the exchange. So please take note of this information. That's why I gave you the detailed calculation of the fee just now. All right. I hope I answered that question. Now, does it matter if you live outside Nigeria, but put Nigeria as your location when registering? It doesn't matter as long as you have done the KYC as a Nigerian and you have provided the passport as a Nigerian, you have provided your address as a Nigerian, it doesn't matter, right? But if you are in outside of the country and you provide I think you only need a passport, right? So you can be in any part of the world to do that, because for Binance you only need to do the the intermediate verification. Intermediate only requires you to do selfie and also your passport, right? You do not need to give any kind of a resident identification unless you want to go for the highest verification. So that is not a big deal. Okay, great. We have just one more final. Okay, I hope this is fine. Every one of you are blessed. Shadrach, are you there?
Yeah, Doctor, thanks so much for your presentation.
Most welcome.
I was to say that this should not be the last meeting for the year. So I'm glad you said there was another opportunity for next week. There's something I want to clarify. I still on the ticker and the maker fee. On my Binance, I have close to 1,000 in profit. Are we saying that 60-40 of that my 800 plus dollars is my own, or I don't get it. Do you get my question?
No, I don't get your question. What is the question actually?
Okay, the question is on the taker and the make is done on the exchange platform. I am using Binance. Yeah, and on Binance is 60-40 if I 60-40 if I get the calculation right. So my question now is, so far I have made over 800 US dollars. So how much of that profit is my own? Are we saying 60%?
Yeah, well, I think it's very simple, right? If you look into your board, you will be able to see your daily profit. So your daily profit. I'm not talking about net profit. Okay, when I say profit, mean it is not net yet. All right, so that is your gross profit. So your your profit, right? Let's say your profit or your gross profit. So in the board, what you see is already deducted 21% already. So you have to deduct, all right, you have to deduct another 40% from the exchange fee. So that is basically where you get your net profit. So if, let's say, for example, right, you have $100 profit, your $100 profit is already deducted the 20%. So you got $100. You need to deduct another 40%, right? You need to deduct another 40% from that. So means your profit, your net profit will be $60. All right. Clear? Are you there? Sorry. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so that is how it goes. So if you have $100 in your revenue, all right, you need to minus another 40%, okay, because the exchange fee. So you have about $60 as your profit.
Okay, please, one more thing. You will have to create time for us next year for the leverage session. I want to leverage. Create time for us.
Yeah, we will. I will advise on that. Don't worry, okay? Because this is not for this. This session is not for the mentorship program. So we will discuss that this coming week when we meet as a team. All right. So don't worry about it. Thank you, Shadrach. God bless you.
So much.
Okay, great. Awesome, guys. Truly appreciate each and every one of you for that question. I hope, right? Sorry. Okay, I hope that you will go through, okay, this video when I post, because I think this video is a very, very important video because we have both the Binance and the Huobi fees, you know, calculation, how this calculation is made. So that gives a lot of comparison, okay? And also please understand, okay, don't look at the fees and say, oh, but Huobi fees is too high. No, actually it doesn't work in that way, okay? Both fees are okay, you know, but if you want to make actually more profit, make sure you use the native token, BNB or HT. I know that some country, okay, some people in some country, they are not able to do a verification in Binance because Binance need to do intermediate. So if you are not able to do intermediate, you have to use Huobi, because Huobi you only need to register. You don't have to do an intermediate verification, right? So anyone can use Huobi. And then make sure that you also understand the slippages, because Huobi has the lowest slippages, okay, compared to Binance. Binance slippages is really high, okay, because the slippages will affect your trading fund. Okay, so please understand that, okay? So most people, they don't really understand about the slippages. So you can see, right, there are a lot of factors affecting your balance USDT, all right? A lot of factors. So as I mentioned, okay, I think I already highlight the 3 factors there. So please make sure you go through, all right? You go through, you go through the video once again so that you understand this whole aspects of it, okay? So with that, I would like to really say thank you so much to every one of you. You know, truly appreciate. I think we have one more question here. Okay, all right. Shiba. Okay, sheep. Let me just probably highlight a little bit on that sheep. All right. Actually, I think sheep has a very, very good tokenomics. This project has a very huge ecosystem. All right, and I believe that soon Shiba will also become one of the NFT token for the games. All right, so we might expect SHIB price to actually go up. SHIB probably is like Dogecoin about 4 or 5 years ago, where no one actually believed in that Dogecoin. All right, but those who bought the Dogecoin, I think they are already multi-millionaire today. All right, so SHIB is actually, I would say, if you are talking about holding for the long term, you can go for the SHIB token. Okay, at this moment it is quite cheap. I think it's 0.000003 or something, right? So you can buy and keep it. All right. One thing, right? Please take note. I don't trade SHIB. So if you are on Royal Q, you will see that I never trade the SHIB token, right? I never trade SHIB, and I never trade BNB. I never trade Huobi token. Why? Because Huobi and BNB we use for fees, so I never trade them. Please take note. Okay. So this is to protect, so that if I trade them, then you're going to have a problem. Your fund will get depleted, right? So we don't trade these two. And I don't trade SLP because also SLP at this moment is also not really performing at this moment. But if you ask me, now is the right time probably to buy even SLP because it is already at the bottom, all right? At the bottom. So SHIB is actually a good coin for you to consider. If you want to gamble, okay, you can actually go for the SHIB coin. Okay, let me make that clear. Okay, gamble. If you want to gamble, maybe you take $1,000, buy SHIB and keep it. Okay, and then you wait for SHIB price to go up, maybe 10 cents, and then you sell it immediately and take the profit and come out of it. Okay, so this is for gambling. All right, but if you're talking about long term, right? Long term, I think Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance. You can even look at Solano. Solano probably will overtake Ethereum very, very soon. You know, and then we have other tokens. Okay, I don't want to go detail into all these tokens, but because I think you will start to see a lot more information come out in my YouTube channel. So do subscribe to my YouTube channel because next year I'm going to start to explain about which token you should hold, how to study those tokens, especially the token economics. Okay, you need to understand about all these tokens before you go in. Please understand there are a lot of shit coins. Okay, any coins that has no token value, we refer that as a shit coins in the crypto market. So please be very careful. There are a lot of shit coins, especially in the NFT space. Okay, so you have to be very, very careful. Okay, I still love Bitcoin because Bitcoin is at this moment is the best. If you're talking about long term to hold, and it is the only decentralized coin ever. Okay, the other coins are basically all a centralized coin, so you have to be very careful. All right, so I hope that just give you some idea about what is really happening with the market itself. I believe 2022 we will see more regulation. All right, more regulation, because once the financial industry wants to get into it, they will stop everybody else. All right. They will try to regulate everybody else because this is a huge money-making industry. All right. And I believe you already saw, right? We are moving into Metaverse. All right. So Metaverse is going to be a huge, I think it's a $1 trillion industry. Okay. $1 trillion industry. There are a lot of games already using NFT games that are already using Metaverse. So you're going to see, right? Actually, what you are seeing now, the COVID is actually preparing the way for Metaverse. Okay, whereby in the future you actually just have to use the VR. You can be in the world of your own, and you can be creating a lot of things just by being in that world. People may not really want to go out anymore. That is what is Metaverse all about. Okay, so please be very careful, especially if you are biblically inclined like me. Please be very careful, because Metaverse is definitely against the universe. God created the universe. Okay, but here we have the Metaverse where they're teaching you how to create things. All right, so please understand God is the only creator. All right, so when you start to create things, you start to actually idolize those things, and you will start to worship it. All right, so that is the intention of what is really taking place, because it's preparing for the end times. Okay, so please be very careful. And meta in Hebrew means date. All right, it means date. Okay, so just be very careful what you are getting involved. I don't want to be too, biblical here, but I just want the people to understand, especially if you understand, what is really taking place in the world, the end times that is coming and so on. So Metaverse is definitely something everyone has to watch. This is the reason why Facebook is actually going all out, okay, because this is going to be the next big thing. A lot of NFTs, a lot of different coins are going back. You can actually buy and sell inside the Metaverse. All right, all that you need is token. You can get into it. You can actually buy avatars. You can buy new suits. You can have different avatars for different environment, for different things. So it's going to be, and everybody will say that this is really exciting. This is really what they want, right? Because the COVID is actually preparing for this, because no one actually wants to get out anymore from the house. So if you have this VR and you can actually be in that metaverse, okay, it's another universe, which is the Metaverse, you just don't want to come out. So the day is coming that we're not going to meet physically. We don't want to touch each other's. You can have girlfriend in the MetaMask. You can have your own wife. You can create your own wife in the Metaverse. You can create everything there in the Metaverse. Okay, this is going to be a huge danger. All right, so please take note. This is the biggest industry, all right, that the world is preparing. All right, so I don't want to touch too much thing biblically, but I just want you to understand this is where things is going to happen. Okay, so please be very careful. But if you're smart, take advantage of it and make as much money you can. All right, use as much money. Okay, go and take advantage of it, but don't go inside there. Okay, don't go inside there and put yourself inside that world. Okay, because you're going to get sucked into that world. Once you are in, you don't want to come out, because it is an exciting world. All right, it is an exciting world. All right, so just be very careful, guys. So I just want you to know that, but take advantage. Okay, take advantage of it. Example, you have any NFT coins that referring to Metaverse and so on. This will be the next big thing. All right, the next big thing. So do take note of that. At the same time, don't forget, Bitcoin is still okay, but Bitcoin is decentralized. So that's why they will never use Bitcoin in the Metaverse. A lot of the NFT coins, okay, non-fungible tokens will be used in the Metaverse. Okay, so that's why a lot of NFTs are coming out. Okay, so please be very careful. I hope I have warned you earlier, right? So I just want to make sure that you understand what is happening in the marketplace, and this is where the world is going now. Okay, which is basically Metaverse. Go into YouTube and find out what is it all about. I think Mark Zuckerberg, okay, has already clearly actually defined what is Metaverse and so on. And when you hear that, you feel really excited, okay? But just be very careful, okay? Not to really, and watch your children if they are getting involved into those kind of things and so on, because a lot of the games, okay, a lot of the games are already actually Metaverse. Example, Roblox. Roblox is actually Metaverse. It started much longer. Do you know that you can actually create your own world with Roblox? All right. So all these games, right, are actually already preparing for Metaverse. All right. So, but now it's going to be much exciting, because you need a VR. You need a VR. You need all these gadgets. So imagine, right? One day, every house is going to have a VR. Everyone in the house can actually going to be in their own world. Just imagine that. Oh my goodness, the mother is going to have another boyfriend through the VR, and then the father will have another wife, all is out of this Metaverse. Wow, can you just imagine a world that is going to be in the Metaverse? Okay, so I hope you understand now what is Metaverse. All right, don't get too scared. Okay, I'm not scaring you, but I'm just giving you some insight into this. So you need to be smart. All right, write on the trend and make more money from that trend. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So with that, guys, I will really want to say thank you so much. I hope that this has been a wonderful time as you start to listen to this presentation and also some of these important insights. Okay, so we will definitely catch up. I think we will have the last one next week. Let's end the year. Okay, blast the year. Okay, let's end the year. I will really want to say thank you so much to every one of you for supporting JDWINNER and also JD10X. I don't think so we can do anything without your support, without your encouragement. Okay, that is truly inspiring. So with that, I would like to say thank you, sayonara to each and every one of you. Let me just open up the chat room so that you can, unmute you all so that you can say bye-bye, and we will meet up again next week. Okay, everyone, thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Bye.
let's go. Take care.
Thank you,
Awesome
thank you,
presentation.
JDWINNER.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, we love you. Thank you very
Thank
much for
you.
this information.
God bless you.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
God bless you all.
Thank you, JD.
God bless you all, guys.
Namaste.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Awesome, guys.
Thank
Take care,
you.
everyone.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you guys.